Adobe Premiere Rush is a quick and easy video production software for PC. It's also available on Mac, but if you're a Mac user, you're probably already using iMovie for your quick and easy video production needs. Premiere Rush began as a mobile app, so it's not quite as full-featured as other desktop apps. But the benefit of its mobile origins is that it now syncs across all of your devices. You can begin a project on your phone and continue on desktop, or vice versa. So this is a handy convenience. So let's take a quick tour to get you started. Click here to create a project. First, you'll navigate to the files you have collected for the project. Then click on each video in the order you'd like to see them on the timeline, because that's exactly how they'll end up when you click the Create button. Okay. Here they are. Starting with the upper left corner, this home button will take you back to the home page. The plus sign is where you'll add more media, graphics, or audio. This box underneath is your asset box, and it includes all the media you've added to this specific project. Just open and close by clicking. Now for the timeline, you can scrub forward or backwards with the playhead or this little dot here, or you can also use these controls. I like how the time code is located here for the location of the playhead as well as the overall time of the project. For the last part of this section, you have the option to view in full screen, to add a loop playback, or change the resolution of your video. For example, if you want to create a square or portrait video. Now on the bottom left, we have scissors to cut a video. So place the playhead where you want to make the trim and then click the scissors. Then you can select that section you want to remove and just click the delete key and it will disappear. Of course, if you should change your mind, you can go up to edit and click undo, or use my favorite keyboard shortcut, Control-Z. Under the scissors, you have a duplicate button. If you have a section you want to show again later in the timeline, you can copy it and it'll add another one. Then if you want to delete something, the trash button is right below that. The next button is to expand the audio track, and the bottom is to expand the control tracks. This can help with editing and allow you to lock a track to prevent editing. Now to the upper right corner, the first button is to add graphics. The options are titles, transition graphics, and overlays. Within the titles, you have some different selections here. To add one, make sure your playhead is in the right location, and then either double click or hit the add button. After adding it, this panel will open up and you can customize your title with color choices, fonts, shadows, etc. The next button is for transitions. You have the traditional fading and wiping transitions that you would see, say, in PowerPoint. But you also have graphic transitions by clicking back on the Add Graphics and selecting Transition Graphics. Then move your playhead to the right location and select the graphic you like. Okay, let's close that down and continue on the right side menu. The next button gives you the ability to add filters, adjust the color, or exposure. The last button allows you to adjust the speed of a clip. I have a clip at the end that's much slower than I would like, so I'm going to click on that clip. You can see it's really slow, and then I'm going to go up to the duration here, and I'm going to double it. So by my math, I believe that's 200% speed. So yeah, so that made it really fast. That's much better. Okay, the next button is to make adjustments to your audio, which I'll talk more about in a second because we don't have any audio right now. The last stop on the tour is the crop tool. You can use this to crop, rotate, scale, or add a picture-in-picture. So now I'm going to close that panel and let's wrap up with a bit about audio. So click this plus sign again to add media. You can either upload your own audio clip, you can do a voiceover, or you can use the built-in audio that Adobe Rush includes. We have soundtrack options, sound effects, and loops. So if I click on soundtracks, then all you need to do is click the little play button to sample the music. The selections are enthusiastic. If you find one you like, pull your playhead to the beginning of the soundtrack, or the timeline I should say, and then click on the audio. Double click it or just click this add button, and then you're going to want to see how long it is and grab it to trim it down to the end. Then lastly, you're probably going to want to add a transition so that it will fade to black. So I'm sorry, fade to silent. So you'll go up to the transitions and grab one of those on the top and double click it. Then you can listen to see if it is fading the way that you want. And if not, you can change the duration right here. So let's listen to that and see how that sounds. Yes, that fades nicely. Excellent. Let's pretend I've finished editing and everything looks great and I'm ready to produce. All you'll do is click share at the top, and then you'll title the video, which I really should have done at the beginning. Oops. But that's okay. You'll see there are options here to share directly to social media, which might be helpful particularly if you're using the mobile app. But I'm going to save locally to my computer. So you hit export and you're done. That is your tour of Adobe Premiere Rush.